Bijou Phillips' experience with bullying is not uncommon amongst teens. She described traumatic memories of her high school days, revealing that she was constantly being teased, humiliated, and degraded in front of her peers. Many of her peers' taunts were targeted towards her physical appearance, suggesting that she was ugly, overweight, or somehow physically inadequate. This verbal abuse had a profound effect on Phillips and her self-esteem. She began to believe the harsh words her classmates were saying and felt embarrassed and ashamed of her body. She also experienced bullying from her teachers and educational leadership. She claims that she was called derogatory names by educators, which made school an even more daunting place to be in. Phillips also mentioned that she was frequently left out of activities and events because of her peers' and teachers' behavior. This further perpetuated her feelings of worthlessness and isolation. She felt as if she was not an important part of the school community and struggled to make any progress. Not only was Phillips bullied for her appearance, but she was also targeted because of her celebrity status. Her peers resented her for appearing in various movies and television shows and would often make snide comments and remarks when she was around. Additionally, Phillips was constantly the victim of lies and rumors. Many of her classmates spread malicious stories about her in order to give themselves a sense of power and dominance. The bullying she experienced was so severe that Phillips was admitted to a special education school where she could receive the extra attention and support she needed. Despite being in the special education program, Phillips was still exposed to bullying. Her peers mocked her for being different and having to attend a different school. The bullying Phillips experienced caused serious emotional distress and created intense insecurity and self-hatred. She felt helpless and was unable to reach out to anyone for help, as her bullies were constantly egging each other on and enforcing their presence in her life. The bullying she experienced also took a toll on her academic performance. She was so preoccupied with trying to cope with her peers' taunts that her school performance greatly suffered. Phillips was frequently absent from classes, and when she did make it to school, she often felt overwhelmed and struggled to concentrate. The bullying she experienced at such a young age had profound effects on her development and led to serious problems later in life. Phillips struggled to form lasting relationships and was prone to emotional outbursts. She felt as if she could not trust anyone and was deeply paranoid throughout her life. Her feelings of worthlessness stemming from childhood bullying were also at the root of her struggles with substance abuse. It took years of therapy and self-reflection for Phillips to confront her fears and accept herself for who she was. She has since become an advocate for anti-bullying and is an example of what is possible when one chooses to stand up for themselves. Phillips is not alone in her experience of bullying. Thousands of teens experience similar circumstances that can have lasting effects on their psyche and development. Bullying often occurs in a school setting, where children and adolescents are vulnerable and lack resources to protect themselves from teasing and humiliation. Bullying can take on various forms, ranging from physical violence to verbal abuse. It is important to recognize the signs of bullying and intervene before the situation escalates. Schools should also have anti-bullying policies in place to prevent such behavior from taking place.